congrats on being here at Tribeca.
Thank you so much.
How does it feel being at this film festival?
So thrilled to be here. Couldn't be a better place for our film.
So let's talk about State First. Why did you decide to jump on board for this project?
It was an opportunity for extraordinary, intimate access into one of the most important moments of trans history, trans political history in particular.
Are there key components of this documentary that are kind of sticking out as your favorite parts of the documentary?
Yeah, I will say that without any spoilers, we go on some very long drives with Congresswoman McBride. And
long drive? Road tripping.
Yeah, she opens up in ways that I think are really surprising and really important, and it helps to situate her in a much broader political context.
Were there some certain points about the Congresswoman that you didn't know or learned about for the first time?
Absolutely. I don't think enough people in the world know that the Congresswoman is an extraordinary Lego builder.
A Lego
one
builder.
Of many things. Yes.
That's so cool.
And is really quite remarkable under pressure. We learned a lot from being with her in these moments.
Do you build Legos as well?
I wish. I mean, it could be a further outcome of this project.
Was there a part of the filmmaking of this that really stands out as just a really fun moment that you had with the team?
Let's see. It's a great question. You know, for all of the ups and downs of election night, it was a pretty extraordinary opportunity to be in that room as decisions were coming in, even as we felt the rush of Trump's presence as well. There was sparks of pure ecstatic joy watching the Congresswoman with her family, and something that'll stick with me for a long time.
I love that. And as far as key messages, what do you want the audience to take in after they leave the theater?
Yeah, there's never been a more important time to be telling trans stories, to have them be trans-led and trans-authored, and for us to be thinking collectively about how we can change our political present.
Amazing. And any future projects that we can look out for from you as well?
Yeah, we're in production on a film about Beverly Glenn Copeland, a musician who is very much worth a Google.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much. And again, congratulations on being at the festival this year.
Thank you.
Hey, everyone. Here with producer Jenna Kelly. Jenna, why did you decide to take on a project like this?
Well, this project is in some ways 15 years in the making. I went to college with Sarah McBride. We were in the same class, both political nerds. And, I just long saw her trajectory and everything she was going to accomplish. And then when it started to really come together, I knew we had to have cameras there. So I just emailed her out of the blue and said, hey, remember me? Can I make a documentary about you? Unfortunately, she really opened up her home and her campaign and her life to us, and I feel so lucky about that.
What a small world.
Yeah.
So 15 years ago.
Yes, American University. I guess they deserve a shout out for that.
Yeah, shout out. We'll leave that link of the university.
Yeah.
Individuals who have different talents come out of there, it sounds like.
Clearly,
and
yeah.
You both made it here to Tribeca. I mean, I don't think you would have been able to foretell this 15 years ago.
No, definitely not.
What a full circle moment. Are there any key highlights that someone may not know about Sarah?
I think you'll see through the film that while she's very professional as a member of Congress, she also has a really goofy side, and I think getting to be with her in these small moments, that comes out. And you need to. Politics is tough. You need to be able to, laugh a little.
And because clearly you have a background with knowing Sarah for some time, do you think that kind of changed how much easier, how much more rewarding this project was for you?
Yeah, I mean, I think it really was important to me to put together a team that was going to be thoughtful about her story and, make something that's not sensational and that's very real. And that's how I brought on our director, Chase Joynt, and it just felt like it was people, I think she trusted us to tell her story, and I think we did a great job with it.
What do you hope the audience leaves with message-wise?
I mean, it's an incredibly divisive time in politics right now. It's an incredibly sad and difficult time, especially for trans people who are facing a lot of challenges. And I think you can see through Sarah how very much she wants to make the world a better place. And I think you can see just such a human side. I think the film will resonate with audiences maybe that aren't as familiar with trans people, and that'll be really important to me.
Hello everyone, I'm here with Congresswoman Sarah McBride. You've got a fan club back there. I love it, and gorgeously dressed, must I say. A-team over just
Love
for
it.
you.
Love it.
Competition on the red carpet.
I'm excited to see you in there. Thank you.
So your director told me a little spiel about you that I don't think anybody knows. You are an amazing Lego builder?
I am. I do love Legos, Lego architecture.
That's so cool. What's the coolest thing you built?
Well, so during the course of the campaign, you spend a lot of time making phone calls, and so my team essentially forced me to buy the Titanic, which is the single largest Lego set that's available right now for purchase. So I built the entire Titanic while doing phone calls during the course of the campaign. It's like this long.
Oh my, talk about multitasking.
Well, it was a lot of dialing and listening to
Listening and waiting, and you have all this extra time on your hands.
Exactly.
Can you give our fans a little teaser on this amazing documentary?
Sure. State of Firsts is an inside glimpse into my campaign to represent Delaware in Congress and become the nation's first out trans member of Congress. You know, it's so easy to tell simple stories about a first, and this documentary really dives deep and explores the challenges, the almost impossible choices and dynamics that people have to make when they are first or trying to be a first in a space. And I think the entire team, led by Chase, did a really beautiful job of exploring nuance and complexity and trying to navigate a world that isn't always built for you.
Is there a part specifically in your story that you think is really going to resonate with your audience?
Well, I think one of the things that I think is so powerful is that Chase really got me in moments of vulnerability, and I think it's so important for people who are watching the news or scrolling their social media and see people pursuing their dreams to realize that they're not pursuing those dreams because they're fearless. It can be hard and scary, and you can have anxiety, and that doesn't mean that you aren't up for the task, because those of us who do this, it's not because we're fearless. We do it in spite of the fear and despite being scared.
And what do you want the audience to leave with after watching this documentary?
Well, again, I hope that people watch it and understand that they can live their truth and dream big dreams all at the same time. It's not always going to be easy. Life requires compromise and nuance and complexity, and I think this documentary does a good job of recognizing that this is hard, and we're all just trying to do our best and figure it out.
Well, congratulations on being here at Tribeca. It must feel amazing to be here on the red carpet. You have an incredible team, by the way. It's almost like a nice little family unit.
Yeah, we're really close, and so many of the folks that worked on the campaign are now in my congressional office, and so it's really a beautiful family that I feel so much comfort and support navigating Congress with just the most amazing team fighting for Delaware every single day alongside me.
Amazing. Well, congrats again, and thank you for taking the time for this interview.
Really nice to meet you.
So nice meeting you as well.